All right. Gotta get this good mixed up. Yeah. There we go. How is everybody doing, by the way? I hope we're all doing well. Getting this all mixed up so we can start painting more on this guy. When you come in, just let me know that you're here and you're not like some lurker. I mean, you could be a lurker or a bot. Yeah. I think bots like me. We are repainting this piece. With some fresh orange latex paint I made. How we doing? Well, we're kind of redoing the paint job that's already on it. The reason why I'm restarted it was the paint that I was testing it with is this stuff called FX paint, and it's known to be, it says it's flexible. It's flexible acrylic paint. So I gave it a test drive by using just that paint on a latex mask, and it seemed like it was holding up. It seemed like it was working really well. However, while I had it out here at the creation station, my heater burned out, and so for like 2 or 3 days it was extremely frigid out here. It was almost like in the negatives throughout this winter, and I started reheating everything, and when I grabbed this mask I realized that you'll see some darkness over here up at the top. It was actually cracking and breaking and like flaking off. So I just did not to toot my own horn, but I just made some fresh batches of my own latex paint, and I did it mostly for this guy right here. I did this West German paint job on a Dedbeat and slip knotted it all up, and then this is also of the Dedbeat, so you can see how they're different types, but still the same from the same mold. So basically what I'm doing is I'm recoating it, this time using actual latex paint. And if you guys don't know what the base is for latex paint, it is 3 parts, 1 part each, 1 part distilled water, 1 part acrylic or whatever paint pigment that you're wanting to use, and then 1 part clear latex paint, or clear liquid latex. There you go. And it's fun too, because when it goes on, I don't know if you can tell or not, it's got like this creamy color to it, but as soon as it dries, it gets really bright and vibrant. So it's one of the reasons why I kind of like it with it. Like, for example, I made some blood, and it's like this creamy, almost a pink. But when it dries, when it does dry, it not only dries red, but it starts to dry like dried blood, and I love it. I just forgot where I put it. So hopefully that answered your question, or you left before I even answered. It was weird too, though. You know, when it warmed back up, I grabbed this mask, was feeling it, and you could feel it was crunchy from the. So yeah, if you don't have it in severe cold conditions, it was holding up well, but because of it being in the cold, it started cracking on me. I'm like, well, nobody's going to want this mask if it's just covered in cracks. You know, you don't want to. I mean, there are people out there that kind of like that as a look. I know I'll buy a brand new mask that looks distressed, looks like it's been used. I kind of like that kind of flavor. So for me, that's cool, but not everybody's gonna like that, you know. So but by me doing this, it's sealing everything in and basically trying to make up for the mistake, you know. But you know, such is science. Failure is always an option. It let me learn to use this FX paint only for non-latex jobs and to keep it out of the cold. And just take the time and make your own latex paint, you know. Unless you're trying to go for that look of it being, you know, destroyed and whatnot, then you know what, just put flat acrylic on it. All right, now let's see if we can try to speed dry on some of this. And some more time. And you'll see when it starts to dry, it'll actually become brighter, darker and brighter, actually. Hey. Hey, Captain Spaulding, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see you there. Yes, I'm back. It's good to be back. Just sitting here, holding this. There we go. I hope you're doing well, Spaulding. Thank you. I know I've had a Cody be like, I can't wait to see you live again. Da, 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 da. And I was actually live this afternoon as well, and I was like, "Where's Cody at, man?" I was like, although I did forget to share it on the Discord, so. Yeah, we finished the Franken mask. I have that done. I decided not to add hair to it, but we did put spikes on the face, and so now I'm doing this repaint because my heat went out in the creation station, and this is one of the masks that was painted heavily with the effects paint, and it actually ended up cracking a bunch. It cracked a lot, and so now I'm just going over it again with latex paint that I made. So, and you've been killing it. I've been seeing you popping up on lives on TikTok a lot, so that's awesome that you've been getting your feet wet there, getting pretty comfortable. So I'm proud of you for doing that. I think I'm going to do one more coat of orange. Then we're going to move on to blue. I'm trying to time it out too, that when an ad plays, it's when I'm doing something extremely boring and mundane, so that nobody misses anything. So I saw that, man. That glove looks so awesome. So I can't wait to see it when it's done. It looks great. It does. It truly does. All right, here we go. I'm going to do one more coat of this orange. And then we're going to let it dry again. Then we're going to start hitting it with the blue. Patch it here. Okay. Now this part, I'm kind of leaving the blue part open since I'll be painting the blue in that area. Go. Been getting a lot of viewers. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Always good when TikTok helps generate business, you know. Hopefully that package you sent me is going to come in, or have you sent it yet? I believe you sent it, haven't you? If you haven't, my bad. But like Cody also sent me something over a week ago, and I still haven't gotten that yet either. The post office has been acting real weird about getting mail out on time. And next week I'm going to start the a new sculpt. So I look forward to that. Ah, okay. Well, good. For some reason, my brain told me you'd already sent it, so I was starting to panic because I keep calling every day, and they're like, "No, we don't have any packages." So I'm like, "Oh man, it was like the worst when something like that happens." Hey, Coach, finally in. How we doing, Cody? Hope you're doing well. Staying out of the cold. Just trying. Okay. All right. I'm not fully out of the woods yet, but I'm well enough to where I convinced myself that I can get back to making and streaming and stuff. All right. How are you guys feeling, by the way? Okay. We'll hit this. Time for some ASMR, guys. They're drying. Not yet. I called earlier today and they said the UPS, FedEx, and the post office all came through. No package yet. Sometimes I think post offices take advantage of stuff if it doesn't have tracking on it, you know? After heat gun. Oh, I hit the heat gun. What the heat gun? Change the. No. Made it really hot. I don't know, man. But everybody, hey, by the way, did you print up the thing yet so that you can do your own frame piece? I want to see what it looked like. Once I get mine, once mine comes in the mail, I'll be showing it off. Okay, that's understandable. I mean, if you want me to, you can commission me. I'll make you one and send it to you. It'd just be easier for you to go that route. I could probably send you one as soon as tomorrow. I'm actually going to be making a new thing for another The fun thing is, not only do I make the masks, you know, I'll like, you sent me masks and I've turned it into something else, or I've also refurbished masks as well. And last year, last year I had to refurbish a mask for Aiden Blackheart, the supervillain. He's a deathmatch wrestler all across the U.S. When he comes out, though, he does a cross between supervillains like Insane Clown Posse and whatnot. But then he also has the Majora's Mask, the Master Shield, and for one deathmatch tournament, actually made him a Master Staple Gun. That was fun. But his Majora's Mask that he had was breaking, and he was doing everything he could to try to save it. Like he was lining it with duct tape, trying to use hot glue. He even had these purple dreads that were tied around and taped to his head strap. And he was like, "Is there any way you can fix this for me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I brought it back here. Matter of fact, it's somewhere on it's on my YouTube channel. So I fix it up. Not only that, I figure out how to fix the wiring so the eyes glow and light up, and so do the horns coming off. So I got all that. And but the fun thing is, he's a very popular deathmatch wrestler in the deathmatch, era. But because of that, I had to take some pieces out and replace them. So I have original pieces to the mask worn by this deathmatch wrestler. And so I have, let's see, oh my gosh, I have these 7 pieces here. And these are all pieces of duct tape that was holding the mask together on the inside. And so some of these pieces has his sweat and blood and God knows what else is on it. So I have 7 of those pieces from his mask. And then I have 2 of these guys. And these are pieces of the purple dreadlocks he had hanging off of his mask. So I have collectible deathmatch memorabilia now, and I'm like contemplating making, frames for all of them as well. I also somewhere have a paper. It's the match listing that was in the locker room that said the matches and who was winning and whatnot. And I was actually thinking of one of these doing a deluxe version where I was going to take either a dread or one of the pieces of tape, putting the paper in there and mounting it with it. I thought that'd be a cool look too. Like hardcore deathmatch fans will probably love something like that. Or they may not. Who knows? Because anybody that's like a fan of horrorcore, I have this with me, and it's pieces of Womp Thing's mask that I encased in resin. Because he gave me one of his masks and had me completely overhaul it, repaint it and everything. And when I did, some of the areas had some dry rot, which is around these guys, so I had to trim that loose. And that's what's in there. And I just thought it'd be funny, I just encased it in resin. Yeah, when I'm done with this guy, he's going to be $50 as well. So you guys are liking the way this looks. This is creepy. The creepy old man face. This is a really random clown paint job on it. Matter of fact, I'm going to be working on another album, and it's going to be like a strictly like horrorcore rap or like comedy rap. And Psycho C is going to be the face of it. So we have the first one called Welcome to the Lab, and it's the Vinnie Ratlock one. The second one's going to be the Psycho C. I'm going to eventually do one for Grinner. Then I got another one for Tack. So, just like the Joker cards, I'm going to have 6 faces as well. Or as I call them, 6. Well, my buddy tagged it, called it 6 brains. So each one of these faces represents a part of my brain, to where I will. They all combine. Oops. Still wet down there. Just trying to speed dry this real quick. All right. I think it's dry enough in the areas to where I can start doing the blue now. So. Yeah, there's that one. Yes, it looked amazing. That's a silly question. Of course you did. If Gunner was still alive, he'd give you a thumbs up. There's a movie that still hasn't seen the light of day. They've been filming since 2001. And he keeps adding more to it and cutting more off and stuff. If that movie ever comes out, there's going to be a clip of me, and I'm actually Gunnar Hansen's body double in the film. Because he can only get so much filmed, and then he left a day early, so there was like B-roll stuff they needed him to do. So I spent like half an hour trying to get his walk down that he showed in the I saw some movie clips, but they showed me some dailies, and they said I was about his stature. So I had to put on his costume and carry around this staff and do his little hobble and stuff like that he was doing. So it was kind of fun. I got to be a body double for Gunnar Hansen. So nice. Also a body double for, I think, J.P. Richardson. The one guy that, like, maybe not him, but his dad did the Chantilly lace and a pretty face. There was a scene where he was coming back from the dead, and so I had to body double, wear the sleeve of his thing, and poke it through the ground. That was a funny one. All right, I think that should be enough. Thank you. I know now just to wait and see if the movie will ever see the light of day. It's like Matt and Trey Parker said, if it wasn't for a deadline, we'd still be working on the first episode. Since he doesn't have a deadline, he's just constantly working on it, and it's like, oh my god. There's like 5 different people in that movie that have died of old age. Gunnar Hansen passed away. Rudy Ray Moore passed away. A couple other people that aren't like big names also passed away. But like, come on. This movie got. All right. Oh, I froze. Hey, Desperado, how we doing? I hope you're doing well. Remember, tomorrow night we're going to be doing a brand new, yeah. Well, I mean, Spalding was doing live, so that's good. He was helping out a lot. And now he's become a pretty good staple in TikTok. He's got his own people, he's getting his own fan base going. I'm doing all right. I'm sitting there healing still. Yeah. Tomorrow, possibly during the day, I'm going to work on my heart project. And then finishing it tomorrow night, and also doing our first new version of the Frankenmask Friday, where all you gotta do is just say dibs, and it's automatically yours. All you gotta do is just say dibs, send payment, and as soon as it's done, it'll be on its way to you. No outbidding, you just gotta be the first person. So, Gotta get that baby face. Yes. Okay. Just make sure that when you send it, make sure there's tracking. That's going to be the big thing. Always make sure you got tracking. I have a feeling it will show up soon. It's just the post office has been, I saw the thing on TikTok. Yeah, I saw this thing on TikTok where it shows the Indianapolis hub where all the mail's coming in through like airplanes and stuff, and it's just sitting there, not doing anything. Could be. A lot of governmental people are getting laid off. So God knows what's happening there. Yeah, we actually did get snow. We've gotten probably, I want to say, 5 inches now over the course of a couple days. Had a 2-hour delay. Which was funny because the person I was subbing for, they were going to be gone for the first 2 hours of school. So I got called being like, well, we don't need you now. I was like, oh, crap. See the prop I made with the light up eyes? Yes, I did. I thought that was a great piece. Although I don't think you've made anything where I'm like, no, I don't like it. All right. Yep. Same here. It gets rough after time, you know. Yep. That'd be great. All right. All right. Huh. Well, I mean, you should be able to set up a Twitch like how you would set up a TikTok, you know, and then I don't, huh. Huh. Oh. Now I'm like, well, crap. Oh. Okay. Huh. I wonder. Trying to think. Okay. We'll get it figured out. Maybe because I was trying to do it from a phone. No, I do. I mean, before I pop back over here to the the Restream studio, I was doing just phone. So I don't think that's it. I wonder. I don't think that's the case at all. I'm trying to think what it might be though. My goal is to actually get this sculpted as the actual how the drawing is, where it's got the big cheeks and everything, all that. I got some other sculpts I need to do first. Okay. I wonder if I should do black outlines. Maybe. This is going to definitely need another coat of blue. Gross. All right, let's go ahead and hit this with a heat gun and see if we can get some drying going on. And blow those real quick. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, just so you guys know, a new video is getting ready to come up on Patreon. Probably tonight. So if you're not on Patreon yet, you'll get first dibs, but you get first crack at all the videos. You'll even get to see some videos that I'm not allowed to post publicly. So Patreon exclusives. Woo! I really do like this now. What do you guys think I should paint some black outlines or leave it? Yeah. I mean, part of me thinks that the black outline may help it out, but it's a light blue and a darker orange. So in my head too, I'm like, well, I mean, but you know, you got parts like right there where these two are almost touching each other. So I'm thinking a black outline would help that out so you can distinguish the eyebrow from the eyepiece. So I think what I'll do is I'll do another coat of blue, and then I'll do a black outline on this one. Just, you know, just to see. I gotta make a head base for the new scope I'm doing this week. It's going to be one that only goes here and up. I was thinking silver, but I think if I do silver on that, it'll really throw it off. When I do the actual sculpt for this, he's actually got silver teeth in the front. So I'll save the silver for that. Because I'm actually going to sculpt teeth. Not onto the mask, but separately, and make them like a harder plastic, and then actually embed them into the mask. What's the pain level of going through a door from the top rope? I barely felt it, actually. And I think the reason why is because I am so big. That door, I didn't even feel that door out from under me. As soon as I just went through, all I felt was the mat. Because that door was turning into sawdust before I even reached it. It was that terrified. The funny thing was, in that match, Justin Kyle, now if you saw the part of the match where I'm up against the door, and he comes charging at me, and I get out of the way. He flat out tells me, "Oh, now if you get out of the way, I'm just going to charge through and completely bust that door open and go to the outside of the ring." But no, you're not. He's like, "Yeah, man, I got a head full of steam." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "That's up against the ropes. It's up against the ropes. It's going to be springy. So the minute you hit it, it's going to go boing, and it's going to bounce you off." No, man. I go fast enough. I hit it in the middle. It'll be perfect. Well, it's not. But okay. We got to think of what to do if it doesn't work. No, it's going to work. It's going to work. Come time for it, I get out of the way. You see it go boing. Bounced off of it. So now I'm like, crap, we didn't discuss what to do. So I just picked up the door and tried to hit them with it a couple times. But what I wasn't thinking, science, you got a door that big trying to swing down on them. You now have wind resistance. So as I'm trying to swing, it's like I'm trying to swing a big giant fan. So like the first one was okay, the second one was okay, the second one broke. The second one broke the door, so then it's in several pieces, and so I'm struggling the third time. So that last door shot to him was like the weakest door shot. was just embarrassed. Oh man, we had a really good match. That was actually my first match back on hiatus. Right after I did that match, I did the Abusical Chairs match against Megamondo for WWT. And at the time, Justin Kyle was one of those huge, like, quickly rising stars in the independents. Like, shortly after he faced me, he was going all over the U.S. People were booking him everywhere. And he was doing like pit fighting type matches and stuff. So and he was doing death matches, and he was mean, but because I jokingly made that comment to him that I was like, I said, you watch all these other matches in that same promotion, AWR. So you see all these other matches that he's in where he's taking on bigger names than me, and he's laying them to waste. No chance in hell beating him. But the match between him and me, it looked like I was going to win. Like, it was kind of cool because I'm like, if you see the match between him and me, I'm taking it to him. Which they thought I was just going to get squashed. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why it says I now have like 7 viewers, because you keep popping in and out. So every time you pop in and out, it counts as a new person, which is funny. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? I mean, it could just be the internet everywhere. There we go. That's looking better. I do like the contrast, because at first I was like, man, I kind of like the darker blue. Now I'm like, nah, I'm really digging the light blue on here, because the orange is darker, so this lighter blue is really popping. I think once I do the outline in black, I think it's gonna look really good. But yeah, guys, like the YouTube video I just put out recently said, I'm dropping my prices on a lot of my stuff drastically this year, because I'm watching the price of everything else go up. Eggs is going up. Gas is slowly on the incline. The market, the home market is not doing too well. Matter of fact, that's not only doing well, the price of like wood for building has gone up. Tools have gone up. So like building materials is on the rise. I'm like, so what can I do to ease that? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start dropping the prices on all my stuff. And you guys are going to see when the new spring catalog comes out how much it's going to drop. But it'd still be enough to, you know, I can survive on it. You know, for example, this guy is going to be This guy was originally in the was going to be in the catalog for $85, but I'm going to drop him down to 50 and just leave it at that, you know. Now, I want to move with the economy. So, if when the economy starts getting better and it's not hurting so much to spend money, then I'll probably start bringing it back up to where it was before this. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That chainmail, the armor that you're selling, Spalding, that's awesome. That's why I'm like, I need to make some more money because I would love to get my hands on that chainmail. Start doing big pop-up pump impressions. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's really neat stuff. Okay. Let's do the nose. Thinking. Yeah. Kind of like because it would be funny too because then if you had the hockey mask with it, you paint that silver and add it to it, so it's almost like Jason back in time or something silly like that. You know, they had Jason out in space, so why not have Jason in medieval times? Because it wasn't just Jason in space; it was Jason in the future. You know, one time they're even toying around with Jason. See, I never did Boffer LARP. I always did just the regular like paper stuff, like Vampire. I did Masquerade, Requiem, Changeling, Werewolf. One of the last ones I did was Geist Sin Eaters. Had a lot of LARPers buying masks off me. Especially the Nosferatus. Because the Nosferatus are supposed to be like hideous and stuff, so they would have that. They put like a lot of points in obfuscate. And they would imbue like a mask or something like that. So as long as they wore the mask, they appeared to be human. Because like I played a Nos character, my thing was giganticism or whatever it was. So I was 7'8". And the joke was, when I would put the mask on, I couldn't put it on my face because I'd still be that tall. So to go out in public, using my obfuscate to make people think that I wasn't that tall, I had to put my mask somewhere around my abdomen. So I'd play the game with a mask just like strapped to my chest, just above my stomach. I think I did, yes. Yeah, you showed it to me. Yeah, I remember that. That's a fire piece. The Nosferatu are the clan of vampires that all normally have like, they look grotesque, they have some deformity, and sometimes they have, starts with a D. Derangement. Nice. So that was always a fun game. And you'd always have the 10 o'clock monster. 10 p.m. hit, and there was always something that happened, whether you find out there's a cult that you have to go take care of, or there's this massive bat creature thing attacking the city. Have a good day at work, Desperado. We'll see ya. Or I don't know. It's just crazy. Thank you. It's good to be back. Okay. Now, guys, get ready. Some ASMR. Just hang out with me for a minute. Okay, so we use up the rest of this blue that's over here before I put the black outline on it. I think that'd be best. Especially since some of these could use the touch up. There we go. Okay. All right. Go over those again. God. Yeah, some more time. Yeah. I'm far away enough. We can hit with the hotter. Oh wow, that song's in my head. Oh, seriously, does that look? I think it would look better. I do think it would look better with a black outline. But with that, I'm just like, eh. God, look at that lag. I hope it will. We're getting ready to find out right now, anyway. I think we are. There we go. Just doesn't mix with any of this. All right. Okay, I think it's looking good. All right. This looking good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. All right. All right, you have a good night. Thank you. Goodness. Okay. I really don't have much else to do now. Go over some of these lines. Ooh, my neck just cracked. Okay. All right, that's a good stopping point. Matter of fact, I think it's done. I'm pretty happy with the way it is. So yeah. And now, yeah, it's full on leather. That's awesome. Or leather, latex, leather. There's only one more spot, and that's right there. It's annoying the holy crap out of me. So what you want for Christmas, bud? That's a long ways away. I can't think of something like that with that much going. Ask me in December. Because, oh my god, that's very far away. Huh. I'll bet I know what you want. You want a mask. Yeah, just ask me around December. I'll let you know. Okay. I need a little bit more orange just right here. That's annoying. Okay. All right. Hey, Skullmore, how you doing? How's work? I'm just finishing up the last touches to this mask. We had to do a repaint on it. Which was the same paint job, but this time we're going back over it with actual latex paint that I made. About to crash out. Yep, same here. Yeah, because we're at 11:41. Yeah, I'm getting tired too. So I'll be joining you. Well, not joining. I'm not going to come over your house. Let me in. I want to go to bed. So, but yeah. So possibly tomorrow morning, if I have time, I'm going to dig out my heart project, get that done, so that we can actually mail it. Everybody can mail their stuff out. Yeah, the orange actually glows. That'll be cool. Whoever gets this, the orange is UV reactive, so that's gonna be fun. Where was I going with that? No, lost my train of thought again. I always do that. My train's always going off the tracks. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Just hitting a couple spots before I go to bed. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Finger itches. All right, so we're done. This mask is once again back to being awesome. So all we gotta do is just let everything cure. Hit it with the heat gun. And you'll see how that creamy orange will just turn into this orange as well, because that's awesome. Science. And then I'm going to turn off the lights, lay down, and go to bed. And tomorrow we have to call a lawyer. So that's going to be fun. I might tell you guys more about that in the morning. I don't know. If I'm not streaming in the morning, it's because we're going to be on the phone with the lawyer. So that is that. Well, we had that car accident a couple of weeks ago, right? Their insurance provider, who's supposed to be taking care of our claim, is trying to jump the gun and push us into settling before everything is found out. I still have to get an MRI on my knee done, which they haven't scheduled yet. And they're like, hey, how about we just do the settlement now? We'll just send you the check. Well, I started physical therapy, and the guy flat out said they're wanting to pay for this now. So if anything else happens to come up and it deals with the wreck, they don't have to take care of it anymore. So he just flat out said, you need to lawyer up because they're going to try to get over on you, because that's what insurance companies do. Especially when there is no argument. It is flat out this dude's fault. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. He full on admitted to not paying attention, hitting us, and going over the speed limit. So the fact that he admitted that it was his fault, saying, well, I was looking down, I thought I saw something fall down the floorboard, and I looked down for it, and by the time I looked up, it was too late. So they know they're screwed. So they're just trying to settle as fast as possible with us. My wife has a piece of her brain hanging out of her skull from this accident. No, it's not. This isn't going to happen. We're not going to just roll over and take a settlement. No. Like, I got a little bit injured, but not as bad as how my wife has it. She had bruising in her arms and her ribs and her feet and her back. And, whiplash, the cerebellar tonsillar ectopia. Yeah. So the fact that because I just so happened to nonchalantly mention to one of the adjusters, the claim adjuster, that, well, even my physical therapist thinks I need to talk to a lawyer. She goes, oh, so you're going to call a lawyer? I said, well, it's on the table. And she immediately flipped and was like, well, you're going to get a lawyer. It's just going to be so long and dragged out and stuff. By the time you get the money, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you're just saying that because, if we get a lawyer, you're going to end up paying us more. So, my wife's family knows somebody. But I was also given a number by my physical therapist on a really trustworthy guy. So, there you have it. Nice. Now, my question is, was it paid all at once or is it paid in increments? See, my father, when he was working for Terminex, he got rear-ended by a teenager in their dad's car, and he made 100 and something, but after the lawyer took out their chunk, he only got 64,000. So nice. Does your friend want to buy any masks? That's good. I could have planned that better. See, that's the thing. He gets awarded $100,000, and then after lawyer fees and this, that, and the other, and court fees and stuff, it's half of that. So it's like, oh my gosh. I get you on that. Well, I'll make him a camouflage Jason now. When you go hunting, just do that. Maybe splash in. Well, no, actually, that used to be legal. Now I believe it's illegal. Because back in the day, you used to have orange worked into your camouflage, but now that's illegal. That's illegal in hunting. You cannot have the orange mixed into your camo. Yeah, it has to be surgery. She cannot have her brain put back any other way. things, they either have to actually shove her brain back in through that, because you know it's like with the skull, there's that hole where the stem comes out and the cords and all that. So that part of her brain's hanging out here. So they're either going to have to cut it open and shove her brain back up in there, or they have to cut the hole and make it bigger to fit the brain back up in there, or at least relieve the pressure. But either way, she's getting headaches. She gets dizzy. Her vertigo has increased. Like, all this stuff is pointing towards that accident. And last time she had an MRI done of her head, it was back in late September, and she didn't have that at all. So, oof. That's the worst. Chiari, okay. Matter of fact, some people said they thought it was Chiari with her because there's similarity, and it's more than what the skull can handle. But hers was, so yours, your sister probably had it from like birth or something like that. That's the difference. She probably had hers from birth, while my wife was directly from the accident. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to head off here, try to get some sleep, make myself feel better. I hope you guys feel better as well. Thank you for welcoming back. Anywho, I will say this before I go. Just remember, we got a new video popping up on Patreon. So if you haven't been on Patreon yet, keep your eyes glued, because it'll probably be on there in the next 10-15 minutes. I'm getting better day by day. So for my wife, though, she now has pneumonia. So God knows how long it's going to take her. It's going to take her probably months. Just because she's got a really bad immune system. But, you know, I got to be there for her. Because I'm her husband. It's what I do. I love my wife. Why wouldn't I? Anywho, geez. Just remember, before I let you go, always follow the dopamine, that wonderful chemical that your brain releases into your body, the rewards for doing the things you truly want to do in life. And I'm not making that up either. That's science talking. You guys know what science is, don't you? Cody? Skull? If you do, sing along, and if not, listen up. Science is a branch of knowledge derived from the observation, identification, description, theoretical explanation, and experimental investigation of natural phenomena until environment. It's not just science here, is it? No, it's not just science here at the Creation Station of Right Long Labs. Deep. Underground Vinny Apps, Vinny, and a home of the mad scientist and Massmonger himself, Vinny Ratlock, here on the Massmonger's Twitch and YouTube. It's not just science. It's science. Have a good one, guys.